Now, the long-awaited day when you give us their, of course, monthly deliveries arrived today, and I see on the screen, ladies and gents, Nio for the month of May, they delivered 6,155 vehicles, which this figure, it is lower than the figure we saw, of course, for the month of April, which was over 6,600. This is a concern. This is something that obviously it's not good, especially looking at the fact that some of the EV companies in China, of course, they are seeing growth when it comes to sales, but with Nio, obviously, we are seeing, of course, a decline in sales, which is something that, like I said, it is not a good thing to see. But of course, one of the things which they said on their results, they never really said why the low delivery numbers, but what they said was to again just said that, of course, they unveiled the ES6, and of course, on the 15th of June, there will be releasing or unveiling the ET5 touring or shooting brakes station wagon, which obviously it will be unveiled. I think most of us already know by now, and that is in Europe. So yes, Nio today reported a total, of course, deliveries of 6,155, which is something, or which is the kind of figure which is not good. But I mean, it was expected, right? Because from the NEF insurance registrations for the period which ended on Saturday, Nio had or delivered, ladies and gents, total vehicles of around sort of like 5,300, of which if you have to add the vehicles for Europe and the 3-day vehicles for this week, it brings, or it is the one that brought Nio to deliver 6,155, which, like I said, it is not a good thing. Now, before, of course, we continue with this video, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now, I would really appreciate if you can just hit the likes button if you are enjoying, or if you do enjoy the content that I give you about Nio almost on a day-to-day. I know that there are some people that obviously come in and comment, and of course they take out their frustrations onto Nio by commenting, saying that maybe I should stop posting videos about Nio because it's not going anywhere, which personally I believe that I still have hope on Nio. I believe that starting from June we might be seeing a turnaround in terms of deliveries coming from Nio, and this is due to the fact of course, Nio has, of course, or by the end of June, Nio would have introduced almost all of their vehicles, or all of their new vehicles. That includes even the upcoming shooting brake, which they will be, of course, unveiling in Europe. I think the only model that will be left out will be the EC6, which obviously we have seen, of course, sneak peeks here and there of that model, ladies and gents, which is also quite a beauty. But looking at, of course, the elder brother or the bigger brother for, of course, that EC6, and that is the EC7, I still believe that obviously even that model, I don't think it will sell that much. The only models that I think on Nio are the ones that are said to revive. Of course, deliveries of Nio is the ET5 and the ES6, which obviously if we can get to see those, of course, bringing in more deliveries, then chances are very high that obviously we are going to get to see Nio recovering, or seeing a huge recovery into delivery. So I'm hoping that for the month of June, or starting from June, Nio can really get their ducks in a row and we get to see them delivering good figures, because this is just bad. I mean, truth be told, it is just bad. I mean, Leodo today delivered over 27,000. Xpeng delivered over, I think, 6,500. There are other also EV companies in China that delivered good figures, and with Nio, it's a total different thing. We are seeing them delivering lower, of course, vehicles than the deliveries that, of course, they'd reported in the previous month, which is not good. But I still remain hopeful onto this new stock. I would really want to see how Nio does in June, or starting from June, because like I said, almost all of the models would have been, of course, unveiled and probably started with the delivery. So I'm hoping for the best. And yeah, as I've said, if you enjoyed this kind of content, hit that likes button, subscribe, that's if you have not supported the channel, and hit that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. So I honestly, as I've said, or as I've been saying, I really miss the old days where we would see Nio delivering at least over 10,000 vehicles. I mean, I would really like those days to come back. And yeah, truth be told, most of the Nio investors knew that there was no way that Nio was going to deliver over 10,000 vehicles this month. But I think in June, I personally think that June will be that month that we see, of course, probably Nio recovering and starting to deliver at least over 10,000 vehicles once again. I think on Nio, overall, the pressure is on. Really, the pressure is on onto this company because, ladies and gents, you remember that they have set a target of delivering 250,000 vehicles, which, honestly speaking, yeah, it's hard to really see Nio producing that figure, especially looking at the kind of deliveries they are producing. I mean, Q2, it just means that obviously for Nio, ladies and gents, they've only, for the first 2 months of Q2, they have delivered just over 12,000 vehicles, which is not good, right? But one thing that obviously I really want to check next week, by the way, it is the, of course, the Q1 earnings, and also those Q1 earnings. One thing that I will be checking is the guidance that Nio sets or put for themselves, because that kind of guidance will tell us the kind of deliveries that Nio expects to deliver for the month of June, as if they have already delivered, of course, vehicles for the first and second month of Q2. So the last month for Q2, which is June, it is the month that obviously next week, when they report their, of course, Q2 earnings, and that is, of course, on the 7th or on Wednesday, we are definitely going to see or get the kind of a feeling of what Nio is targeting to deliver for the month of June. I hope the guidance gets to be good, and at least we get to deliver at least vehicles or more than, or we get to see Nio delivering over deliveries or more vehicles than the deliveries they, of course, reported in the Q1 of 2023. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube. Otherwise, that's all from me. And like I said, I'm really looking forward to next week, Wednesday, because we are going to see Nio giving us their Q1 earnings with the Q2 guidance, and knowing very well that Nio has already, of course, given us the deliveries for April and May. We know the guidance will just reflect what they intend to deliver for the month of June. Otherwise, with all that, guys, before you buy Nio for the very first time or load the boat, just do your own due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing onto this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.